weaknesses.
And I want to add to something you said about the friend that you try to help and they like back off. Like I
Yeah.
was listening to this one preacher. I'm gonna shout him out, Coach Josh on YouTube. He was talking. He was speaking on how do you know if somebody's your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had mentioned like friends are gonna try to add to your life, and if friends are just taken away, you know what I mean? Like taken away from you or sucking the life from you,
Energy. Yeah.
they're not really the friend that you want to have.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
because they're not you're not sharpening each other. Just one side of the blade is being sharp. So if to a key to identifying if somebody's your friend is if they only want to take from you, or like in many different ways. Whether it's just it's many different ways of taking from somebody, but if they only want to receive from you and never give anything, no words of knowledge, no good advice, no helping hand, and so on and so forth, they're not really your friend, man.
When I first heard that message, I was like, this doesn't really apply to me because the people that always try to take from you, I don't have them in my life. Rather, what I have are friends that are just there. What do you think about them?
They're probably not your. Well, are they there when you need them?
I don't really rely on people for stuff.
Well, not necessarily like when have you needed them, or do you believe that they'll be there when you need them? You know what I mean? Like let's say a tragic accident happens, would you think about calling them to come to your aid? You know what I mean? Like we have those certain people that we know who are our friends, and let's kind of scratch off family for a second here to emphasize more on friends. You know like the type of people that will come when you call, and the ones that you're not so confident about. If you call them, will they come help you? Maybe financially, maybe physically you got hurt or something like that and you need some aid, some help, or whatever. Or if you need somebody by your side to help you make a decision, or stuff that are important that happens in life. Are you confident in those people that they'll help you? And if you're not, well, there's probably some keys that about those people that would make you say, yeah, if I had this problem, I wouldn't call this person or that person.
Yeah,
But if I
I
had a
would
problem,
say the ones that I
yeah,
regularly talk to, yeah, they would help me out. They would do something to help me out.
hmm
Maybe at different extents, but they would do something to help me out. I don't really keep friends that I don't think would really do anything for me. Like the relationship kind of fizzles out because you end up
hmm
not really talking to them. Being my age, where you actually have to reach out to each other to in order to
hmm
communicate, as compared to just see each other in school and say hey all the time, thinking you guys are friends. Yeah, when you're older, you actually have to reach out to people. So the people whom you're not really interested in, whom you wouldn't talk to outside of a social event or public place, you don't really stay in communication with them. Maybe it's one, two, or three friends that you really talk to all the time.
hmm
Um, and there are
and
those,
and yet, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
and there are those friends that you don't need to talk to at all. Really, whenever you guys see each other, it's like everything is back to how it used to be. But yeah,
hmm
I'm done.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's nothing like just because you don't talk to the friends, it's like you guys aren't friendly or you guys aren't cool.
Right.
But I'm just pointing out the fact that those who would like, and then he mentioned too, which was pretty cool. He mentioned how Jesus had the 12,
Mm.
and above the 12 he had like 72 or whatever it was. But within even the 12 of his disciples, he had the three that saw him for who he truly was
Yeah.
on the mountain. They
Yeah.
saw him for his real, like his final form.
Yeah.
So even within like maybe the 12 friends that you knew in high school, there's probably only two that you really spent the most time with. And then now like they're probably the ones that you still talk to or whatever it may be. So not to say that you're not friendly with a lot of people. You can be friendly with people, and you are friendly with people, but there are those certain people that that you can be your real self around, inside and out, and they're gonna be right by your side.
I would like to say also that there are the vast majority, like 95 to 98% of the people that you know are just people that you know. That when you see them in public, you're just able to talk to them. It's okay to have just like 2 people, 3 people that you talk to all the time. That's cool. You know what I mean? People with a lot of siblings, when they're close with their siblings, they don't necessarily have a bunch of friends outside their siblings because you don't need that many relationships in order to experience life.
Yeah, you really don't.
You don't. You really don't.
And we're not saying, guys, that you can't get to know people and have associates. We're just talking about people that you talk to. Like, if you think about if you had 30 regular people that you talk to, what time do you have to do anything, bro?
What? Yeah.
What time do you have to do anything for yourself, progress in business? Like, it's too many people, bro. It's unnecessary. Like, it's too much. You will overbear yourself with all these, everyday, all these fractions of time you gotta split between these people. It's too much. So even having a lot of friends, it might be a burden rather than a benefit because it's too many people to keep track of. So logically, it's not gonna be a good thing to do, and it's gonna bring a lot of different burdens on you to try to handle that many people. It's not enough time in a day to really have those that many relationships that are that close. It's really not.